Hello, 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 everybody. Welcome back. We're doing another Ixalan Rivals of Ixalan draft. I do not love the format. It's mostly the same name, and if you've noticed on the videos, the thumbnail is essentially the same logo. I've got to it's hard. Anyway, just taking a minute to fire off. We've been fairly successful in this format so far. I mean, given the small number of things we've done, we 4-0'd one of the sealeds, and then we 3-0'd one of the drafts, and then bam, the other ones. But I'll take, 50-50 this early. This pack is non-ideal. This card is not good. It might be good and constructed, but in limited, we can't actually do this. So, uncommons, I don't really love the Griffin. It's not in the great colors. Forerunner of Legion's okay, but it's not the best Forerunner. And then commons, pretty bleh. We might... It's probably better just to take a Luminous Bonds over the Forerunner. Like in a vacuum. This goes in more decks. Forerunner is only actually good if we find like a good vampire to go get with it. Where this leaves us a lot more open. And it's more powerful in more decks. Gold card, bad. Yeah, okay. Luminous Bonds. Another rare. This card doesn't really do anything for us. You can probably talk me into this Buccaneer. This card is good. And I want to play, want to do some pirate stuff at some point, right? Veteran also good. Incursion, I think, is decent. Rig Hauler seems good. Yeah, all the stuff playable. I'm going to take the buck. Yes, it doesn't go great with our first pick, but nothing here particularly does. I mean, the best card with the first pick might be probably Verdict, but I don't really want to take that. Hey, Freebooter's pretty good. The Forerunner, the Heralds, and a Silvergill Adept in the pack. Unfortunately, both of them being in the pack is the unfortunate part. Like, if there was only one of these cards, I'd feel a lot better about throwing away my picks and going, hey, let's go Merfolk, because they're busted. But I think we're going to take the Freebooter. We can also take the Firebrand. What's better? The Freebooter's good, but it is sort of just a... See, yeah, if I was taking either of these cards, it feels way worse than the Merfolk, but we're then getting into just all the colors and all the decks. I think we're taking the Firebrand. I'm not sure if this is correct at all, but I'm down to trying for being aggro. Red-white pirates isn't a thing, unfortunately. But because we've got like the pirate-dependent card. But the Martyr of Dusk, I mean, we could be just kind of red-white aggro-y, in theory. There's a couple moments that might come around. We could take the Oathsworn Vampire as just a 2/2 for 2, but that doesn't seem good. Just going into a new color for that. I mean, the Vampire Revenant is a good way to finish it for red-black, but... we're going to take the Martyr for now. Oh. I mean, I like the Swaggering Corsair, but at this point, I think we take another Buccaneer. Oh, sorry. One of these pirates should come around. Maybe we take one of the other pirates, given that the Buccaneer was more specific, likely to just come back to us as pirate players, as like the hard pirate guys, and Swagger and Corsair is pretty good in any red deck. It's 3/3 for 3. See, and now we're not sure if we're not red white. Relentless Raptor is pretty solid. Like if you draw it early, it's going to do work, and if we can find some spells to back it up, even better. Who? I don't love the crown, but Release Into the Wind is also okay. That's pretty decent. Is the crown better than just taking the Raptor, though? Probably not, right? Let's just take the Raptor. Freebooter or Death Spitter? That's interesting. I'm gonna lead towards the Death Spitter. While I do kind of want the Buccaneer, the Freebooter, the pirate payoffs for the Buccaneer. In this deck I'm building, I think the Death Spitter's a better card. The Hell Giant that gives me a treasure the treasure isn't what I'm wanting right now. I guess we'll take a crown. Nothing else here is playable. I mean, not that that's particularly great. Oh, that's what this card is fantastic. It's great with the Raptor. Let's go. Okay. We'll take a Freebooter here. I'm not opposed to Freebooter. Just thought that the Death Spitter was a little better. Well, it could also be like a red-black or red-blue deck. We're still open if we find some good cards coming around here in Pack 2. We're not totally sold on being a white deck. And to that end, do we take the sideboard Chatter? Now we're still going to take the Sun Sentinel because we are a white deck. Just another 2-drop, especially a Vigilant one. It's pretty decent. Better if it was relative, a tribal relevant card, but you can't win them all. Obviously, this card is more meant for the white-blue, oh, you got a good white-blue card, now you can, or some good white cards and some good blue cards, now you're in this deck. I like Horncrest, not a lot, but it should be. Red seems open. It seems like we got at least one of the right colors. The white hasn't been bad as much as it's been not ideal for what we're trying to do, so we haven't been getting a lot of great right. Let's open up something sweet. Hey, there we go. Man. It's actually pretty tight. We're going to take the Daredevil because I think it's the best card, but, you could easily talk me into the Tuscadon. Maybe even the Bravado if you were, going deep, but I think between these two, you would definitely take the Daredevil. But, there's two different kind of schools of thought here. More of a finishing card versus just value plus consistency, like the 2-power. First Striker on 2 is still good no matter what, even if you can't trigger it. Another Raptor. We will slam that. I mean, I could try to wheel it and hope nobody else is in white-red, but I'd rather just take it and make sure I'm going to get my goods on this one. I'm not sure if this format is... Oh, ho, 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 ho. We're definitely in the right color. because this card is bonkers. On its surface, when you read the card, you're like, oh, I gotta ascend to get it to go. But, like, if you pay and get the tokens, you can ascend while getting the tokens and then not have them exile. So this card will just make you a bunch of tokens at a certain point. That'll just stay forever. Yes, it'll probably die during that attack, but you pay to get a bunch of extra tokens. Obviously, Deadeye Brawler, also a fantastic card. We learned the hard way in our last draft. But we're taking the Summoner. At this point, we're like looking for good combat tricks. And like we're ready. This deck is looking sweet. I guess obviously straight removal would be good too. Hey, show me lightning strikes later. Man. It would be nice being that Merfolk deck. I think we're just taking another Firebrand. It's a good card. And it's like the Raptor Companion doesn't really do much for our deck. I guess it makes the Horn Crest slightly better, but Bravado. I do like the Moment of Triumph as well, but this is not quite Ixalan. So like if these cards were both in the Ixalan format as it was, I would take Moment because the 1 mana versus 2 mana is a huge deal. But here, I'd rather take the Bravado. Also, Ferocidons are just kind of expensive and not at all what we want here. I mean, if we get lucky, we'll wheel some of these moments. Oh, Swagger! Definitely getting that Swagger on, because, yeah, this seems good. Not really anything else here, so... just show me some good interaction, and this deck is looking solid. Maybe another good, like, 5-drop at some point, too. Come on. I'm getting really excited. Another draft is slowing down. All these people are looking at cards. See, that's not quite the non-creature spell I want. Like, it's very mediocre. I think we're just going to take the Freebooter. Which, again, I don't love, but... I would really like to see just a little more interaction out of the deck here, so that when we get to pack 3, we can kind of just pick and choose on some upgrades. It's the only thing in our... I mean, we can take Harness. That's interesting. I don't know if I'm going to play it, but I think I'm going to take the Harness. The Ceratops is, not exactly what our deck's looking for. Induced Amnesia still makes me cry, so we're not going to talk about that. Oh, Bravado. Let's go. Verdict also good, but I will take all the Bravados they will give me. Sure, Freebooter. Sure. Suspicious Decree, not a card. At least for limited purposes. Probably for constructed purposes too, but doesn't remove any of its coolness because it's a cool flavor card. But I mean, sometimes that's all a card has to do. I'm not gonna, I'm not gonna judge too harshly. Just, I'm saying, for our purposes, not something we should worry about. That is some sweet art, too. Not only is the card sweet, but look at that art. That art is gorgeous. We're not playing any of this, but, you know, that is the only thing that's, you know, I'm happy to let my opponents have the green and the blue cards and just take the colorless card that I probably won't play, but has more theoretical value to me than these colored cards I'm definitely not going to play. I really don't want to play this Tillinelli's Crown. And the 3 Bravados, I don't think I have to, but I do still want more interaction. The deck that can get to Dreadball in this theoretical world where I somehow get matched up against somebody from this pool worries me more than the deck that plays the black attacking pirate, because one, if that deck's here, they've missed out on a lot of the good red cards because we have them, so that if they're probably not red-black. And 2, because we're also the aggro deck, so I think our aggro will beat anybody's aggro right now. Not anybody's, but you know. Confidence. Ooh. Brick. Sure Strike good, but we might just take Lightning Ray Crew. Rallying Roar also probably decent in this deck. But again, I think Lightning Ray Crew is exactly like, it's a good card to have for your deck with like this, because when you do get caught up, you can still finish the opponent if you get to that grind. Hopefully Sure Strike will pop around. That'd be pretty sweet. Or even the Rallying Roar we would take. Ooh. We would probably play a Stampede, but I don't think it's better than the Blast or the Unfriendly Fire being in the pack. I think we're going to take Blast, because we'll definitely have Raid triggered all the time. Yes, the Unfriendly Fire going to the face is good, but we want to just be powering stuff through and be more aggressive, and I want that's just the cheaper card to remove their stuff. Who is this pack a brick for us, or what? Cobbled Wings? No, I'm serious. Cobbled Wings? Yeah, I mean, it's decent on the Raptors. Lightning Strike. I do like Rigging Runner, but Lightning Strike. Also Vampire Zeal, but Lightning Strike. Whew. I like this deck. Give me maybe one more good 2-drop or 2, and let me just cut some of these freebooters out of here. Because I mean, if you don't think I'm playing 16 lands with this deck, you have not been watching my videos. Hoo-hoo! Firebrand good, but I think we're going to take the Blast again. And just, like, the upgrade from our 2-drops we have to the Firebrand isn't as good as just getting another removal spell in the deck, I think. I think that takes the first rebooter out, too. The interesting thing is, I've been advocating that this is not this format. Like, that Ixalan is not the... Rivals is not the Ixalan format. And I'm gonna discuss that. Basically, I don't think every deck is just gotta be aggro, because every deck is kind of mediocre, so the aggro decks are best. But I do think you can get a good aggressive aggro deck, you know? It just, now, like, if I had this deck in Ixalan, I'd feel amazing. But now with this deck, I'm, like, looking around, like, okay, I do have to, like, find a way to finish the game if I run into the good control deck, because it does exist. And kind of on that note, Companion's fine, but meh. Ryle we don't really need. I do want, like, just a little bit of top-end beef as possibilities in the deck. And Suncrown is a good way to get those last couple points in, because it's probably going to get the 3 damage in. Maybe more. There's a chance we do bring one of these freebooters back in if we take a look down here. There's also, like you guys said, a chance we just bring the Cobblewings in. And maybe that's just better than the Hunters as, like, our plan for later. Oh, yeah, I definitely want the Cobblewings. Get the Cobblewings on the Summoner. Whew! If they don't have a flyer, GG! And like I said, it's already good with the Raptors, so they have to attack every turn. Card probably better in this format than the last one. I don't think it's what we want, but I'm just saying. Maybe it is. No. This card would be a lot better if it was a pirate. Why isn't it a pirate? There's all these other goblin pirates. Why isn't this a pirate? Oh, because I guess the flavor text. Anyway, I don't think we're going to play the Prying Blade, but, you know. What? 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 Okay, we're going to take the Blast. But, again, Lightning Crew, good. What? Right colors. Did I say? Didn't I say? Correct colors. Ooh, How good is Rally Aggro in the deck? I mean, it's really not bad. It's the question of, do I want this for the main deck or Dual Shot for the sideboard? Because Dual Shot is a quality sideboard card. I don't know if I have room in the main for the Roar. I think I just take the Dual Shot for the sideboard. That could be wrong. Let me know. Stampede. If I don't have room for Roar, I don't really think I have room for Stampede, but I don't think there's a scenario where we sideboard in an Altasaur. What 2 cards do I cut? I feel like I should cut, I guess, one of these Bravados, because I'm just... And then a creature. Cutting 2 creatures doesn't feel right. That's for sure. This is a terrible pack that came around where literally the only cards in our colors were this and, you know, something else. And this came back around. Whew! I guess we got to cut another card, because we're definitely playing that. We already have a bunch of 1-drops. That only makes this better. Daring Buccaneer turn 1, Rigging Runner. Okay, yeah. This deck is phenomenal. I mean, there's a non-zero argument to be made for just cutting the white. Because the Relentless Raptors and the Luminous Bonds are decent. But, like, if we're just mono red, we're super consistent. Like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then we just pull in like a Stampede or something. That's like a way to get there. Group creature separately. Maybe we pull another freebooter in. But we do get a little low on 2-drops by going this route, which is kind of unfortunate. Yeah, no, I think we have to go the other way. We have to play both colors. Because I think this deck is a lot better with the extra 2 drops. So let's do that. Stampede obviously comes back out. One of these bravados, like I was saying, probably needs to come out. Is the Cobbled Wings getting greedy? No, it's really good with a lot of these cards. Take out the Sun Sentinel. And maybe end the Martyr. And just sort of play this like small pack of good white cards. And then like take out the Horncrest. I do kind of want to sneak this Buccaneers Bravado back in. Might just take this Raptor out for it. We definitely want more than 2. $10-6. I mean, I've got a couple double reds, but I should always have my red. And just make sure I don't get, caught with white in my hand. Actually, if that's the case, Sun-Collared Raptor out. Martyr of Dusk in. Doesn't really change up the colors, but it gets that 2 drop. I forgot we even had that in the deck. I kept like looking over it, I guess. I thought it was another card. What do we think? We think this is good? Do we think the Cobbled Wings is too greedy and we should play another creature? I think the upside on it is good. Either way, I don't know. Let me know. As I always say, I'm always looking for feedback. That's half the reason I do this. I'm not. We can all agree. I'm not quite the best. I'm like, whatever I say here is going to make me sound cocky. So I'm just going to say I'm above average. At least. I'll say at least above average. I wouldn't even say I'm good. I'd say I'm slightly above average. But, there's a little give and take here. You get some entertainment out of here at me. You get the extra. Because what we all do when we watch draft videos, we're just getting them extra reps that we can't get while we're drafting. You'd have the draft video on one video while you're drafting your deck, and everybody's like, hey, you get that double, the double down. Ooh. So like cards bug out for a second. Yes, we want to play first, absolutely. We'll keep that, sure. Not ideal with the 6 drop, but the Raptor. Through this turn, not stack abilities automatically. That's fine, I think. If opponent like snacks a boon on there, we have the Lightning Strike. Okay. Again, we have the Lightning Strike. And now, actually, if opponent attacks on the next combat, we can, and doesn't play a Merfolk beforehand, we can Lightning Strike the Herald on spec to pick up the Apprentice if we don't play something. But we're just going to... I think we blast here. With Strike in hand and Martyr of Dust to play next turn, I want to continue to be on efficiency and curve. It's with this type of like aggro deck, it's quite important for us. Huh. Merfolk? Merfolk. But that doesn't need the color. casting Prying Blade. That's fine. Wait. Okay. Yeah. Wait. What? Okay. Yeah. We're okay with that. Opponent gets their artifact. On the one hand, land not great because we could use another creature there, but also, I mean, we are quickly working towards this Suncrown Hunters. So we play the Martyr here. And then we have the Lightning Strike as backup. I don't know if we necessarily use it on the Mistcloaked Herald here. Opponent goes for 5 to 6 mana isn't our biggest worry at the moment. I don't think. All right. You dive down, mother. Card is so good. How you like that then? Do you have another dive down? At this point, any card on our next draw should be pretty good. I mean, we can play anything in the deck, or it'll be a land to our Suncrown Hunters can play. So, that's pretty good for them. I'm not gonna argue with that. That's a good card. Interesting that opponent led with Woodland Stream, because there's a scenario where they might want to play an untapped land and play a 3-drop. Like if that's what they end up in their hand. Alright. See, that's not bad. Because opponent can go for the easy pickup, they think. But we still get our token, and then we Firebrand, kill that. Opponent playing land there is likely good for us, because you'd probably bury your lands on that Brainstorm that they just cast off the Augur, so it implies they don't have, you know. Well, interesting. I'm going to attack with my Raptor and my Vampire still, because if opponent blocks Vampire and goes to 3, that makes the Suncrown Hunters so much better. Didn't think they would, but just, you know. And the hunter still says they have to stay back with that herald unless they draw a creature. So, also good. They might know they're already dead based on me playing hunters. Because they know what they're about to draw here, I think. If I'm counting those cards right. Yep. Okay, reverse Merfolk. Dual shot. Probably going to be good on the sideboard. And just pull one of the blasts for it. There didn't seem to be a lot of targets we needed to, like, get up to the 6 on blast for. Unless they, like, get the boon up and whatnot. I think we should get more value out of the dual shot. Maybe with 2 firebrands in the deck already. That might be getting a little excessive. No, I think it's alright. I think it'll be good. Obviously, going second is not great for us. Ew. We might have to mulligan this. I guess we'll keep this. It's not good, but it's better than a lot of the potential 5-card hands. That goes on the bottom. Ooh, that's not bad. Get in there. Did they change? I know it has to be tapped. It has to tap, but does that... That's sort of annoying, but I still think we just attack in and play the runner. We're going to just draw all lands, aren't we? I know we already drew the rigging runner, but I'm just like... I'm not excited. But the opponent block here would be pretty disrespectful to the red-white deck, as is, so... That's pretty good. Surprised opponent didn't tap the unclaimed territory, but like you want to tap that because now I know you don't really have, you know, something you can play at instant speed because you've only left up colorless mana. See, we're at this unfortunate state where we have, you know, we're like +2 cards on our opponent's hand, but they're all lands, so it's kind of irrelevant. And getting a Forerunner for them makes that even worse. Hoo-hoo! That's decent. Forerunner chain. I can't argue with that. Well, that's not a bad draw. At this point, I don't think opponent would block, but it is not worth it for if they do, because I really am going to need that Firebrand. The chain. What are they going to get now? Oh! That is pretty good. cannot argue. I'm going to block there and kill the stalker. Ooh, there we go. That should prove to be decent. Do I play that now or do I just play the hunters? I think I play the hunters. I've already said I don't have a trig last turn, so repping it with the runner this turn seems bad. Yep, opponent's forerunners get bigger. Oh, yes, please attack with that Deep Root Warrior. Ah! I think we trade for the bigger Forerunner here and get our 3 damage. Could have used the non-land, but... I think we attack here. If we attack here, an opponent does not top deck a removal spell, we can make good things happen with the summoner. Because I bet opponent will not block, or will just chump, which is also fine. As long as they don't top a removal spell, we can still just chump this Forerunner with the runner. Oh no. Don't pounce me. Don't you do it. Don't you do it. Okay. Whew. Much more manageable. Wait, if I don't block, don't I just win? Block, block, like my 2 stronger creatures. But then I get in for 7 because I have the land. Yeah, no blocks. Right, because they're tapped and attacking. Great. X1/1 elemental, so they're tapped and attacking. Can only block 2 blockers. I'll have 7 untapped. Yeah, okay. Right? I didn't mess this up. You know, I missed. I thought I had lethal yesterday, and I did not. Yes. That was one of the weirder prompts Magic Online has ever given me, and it's given me some weird prompts. Woo! Okay, so yeah, we are 1-0 with this this red deck. We're continuing to break these videos in 2 parts, even though we could probably 1-part this. We'll see, We're going to stop the recording here. So, yeah, until next time, play them pirates. Play them pirates. And have a great life, folks. Peace.